Hey there. Today we are going to talk about why nobody calls you first. Positioning mistake that might be costing you sales professionals thousands of dollars. So let me ask you a question. It's a painful question. If one of your best clients moved across the street today and met someone in your industry tomorrow, would they still call you? Would they call you first? While you're just as talented, just as knowledgeable, and maybe even work harder. Why is it that when someone says, I need a realtor, I need a salesperson, I need someone I can trust, your name doesn't always come up first? It's not a marketing problem. It's not a leads problem. And it's definitely not because you're not good enough. It's a positioning problem. And today we're going to fix that. Welcome to Productive Not Busy, where we help sales professionals, realtors build businesses that create freedom instead of chaos. I'm Wayne Weathersby, and today I want to ask you one question. Who thinks about you when the opportunity shows up? Early in my career, I thought success came from doing more calls, more appointments, more networking, more open houses, right? More everything. I wore being busy like a badge of honor. Then one day something happened. A referral came into my office, and the customer wasn't asking for the best salesperson. They weren't asking for the cheapest. They were asking for the person with the longest resume. They asked for one specific person. Why? Because that person owned a position in their mind. That changed everything for me. Here's the biggest mistake that most salespeople and sales professionals make. We spend all of our careers trying to convince people instead of becoming someone that people already are convinced about. That's a completely different business. Imagine moving into a new city. Your water heater breaks. Who do you call? Well, you probably ask somebody. Who's the plumber around here that I can call? Notice something? You don't ask who works the hardest. You ask, who do the people know and who do they trust? Markets don't reward effort. Markets reward certainty, and people buy certainty. That's why some people are always busy, while others always seem to have business and they're on appointments, writing contracts. I call this the mental shelf. Every customer has an invisible shelf inside their head. One shelf says accountant, one says car salesman, one says attorney, one says one says financial advisor. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? The question isn't, are you good? The question is, are you on the shelf at all? Because if you're not, you don't even make the short list or the conversation. This is where Productive Not Busy is different. Most sales training teaches activity. Make more calls, send more emails, knock on more doors. Those things matter, but activity without positioning creates exhaustion. Positioning creates attraction. Busy people chase opportunities. Productive people build reputations. So how do you become the obvious choice? I use what I call the 5 Ps. Okay. Position. What problem do you solve? Not what do you sell? Nobody buys real estate. They buy a better future. Nobody buys coaching. They buy confidence. And nobody buys insurance. They buy peace of mind. See where I'm going with that? Then the next one is presence. Can people find you? If someone Googles your specialty, would they discover you at all? Would you even be on the list? Are you producing videos, social media posts? Are you posting constantly? Are you doing the right tags? Are you teaching and are you leading? Or are you totally invisible? The next one is performance. Visibility gets attention. Competence keeps it. Remember that. So become so good, people tell your story for you. The next one is process. The best professionals don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems and models. Your calendar, your CRM, your follow-up, your schedule. That's why this is called productive and not busy. Okay? The system creates freedom. Lastly is people. Everything starts with a conversation. Every commission, every promotion, every opportunity starts because 2 people had a conversation. So master conversations and you'll never worry about business ever again. Here's your assignment this week. Ask 5 people, what comes to mind when you think about me professionally? I want you to listen carefully. If every answer is different, you don't have a position. If everyone gives the same answer, you're becoming unforgettable. So I'm going to leave you with this. Your goal isn't to become famous. It's to become memorable. There's a difference because the marketplace doesn't reward the busiest people. It rewards the person and the people that they remember first. So become known, become trusted, and become valuable. Become the obvious choice. That's what Productive Not Busy is all about. So if this episode helped you think differently, I want you to hit the subscribe button, share it with some other people, some other professionals, and join me next time for another episode. Because in our next episode, we're talking about why working harder isn't actually making your business worse. Until then, remember, don't become the busiest person in your market. Become the most valuable person in the conversation. I'm Wayne Weathersby. This is Productive Not Busy.